things I'm just telling now. I'm living in a blinded town, and we're running out of time. Feeling control when I'm talking to you. Slow trip, trying to play it cool. Nothing to do, let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach. White water running down my feet. Make love and repeat, I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. Cause it's way too soon to be calling me baby, but it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving head first, don't save me. Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Oh, make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can do to show my love for you?
What's going on, YouTube? I'll be right back. Give me just 1 second. Listen, fellas, you want to get your face wash, your skincare routine intact? I use Tiege Henry. It's a daily face wash with an AM, PM moisturizers with instructions in the box that's very clear on how to get it together. I know this is not something common that us men do, but it's very important that we take care of our skin. On top of that, the ladies love it. Get yourself a box of Tiege Henry. It comes in the mail, ships within a week. If you click the link in my description, you would get 40% off your first order and 20% off a lifetime. On top of that, sign up to the app and you'll get even more deals. Me, I got a special. I got the grooming kit. I was able to get my nail clippers and everything that I needed to get myself together to go outside. Tiege Henry is the way when I tell you the perfect men's skincare routine. Get yourself a box of Tiege Henry.
Let me read my brother's super cap because I really appreciate it. Shout out to Grown Men Talking. Already became the sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $20. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. Grown Men Talking. Shout out to GMT. Thank you, bro.
No captivity.
GMT say, my guy, no cap. It was a blessing having you on the show Sunday. Had some great feedback. Blessings. Thank you, bro, man. Hey,
no captivity.
just in case some of y'all don't know, I was on Grown Men Talking show last Sunday, and I had a blast, man. Shout out to Grown Men Talking, and shout out to his entire panel, all the ladies and all the gentlemen. I had a great show. I had a great time on his show. A lot of different opinions, very opinionated panel. Thank you for even giving me that warm embrace, GMT. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to Grown Men Talking's channel yet, make sure y'all go subscribe to Grown Men Talking. It's an excellent brother, excellent channel.
GMT and Mingo.
Hey!
Hey, he should come on the panel. Like, he should definitely come on the panel.
Come on up here, sir. Come on up here. By the way, is this a love offering or is this
No,
indentured servitude?
That's my dog. Those are for minutes.
All love.
Those are definitely for minutes.
Blessings.
No, don't influence him. He can
No,
make
that's my partner. I got his vote by proxy. Ask him. You want me to call him?
What up, Grown Man Talking? Appreciate you. Let me see. Grown Man Talking. That's another show I watch. Y'all check out my man Grown Man Talking right there. If y'all can see that. That's the name of his channel. Very good channel. I watch it every day. That's I got the idea from about having a panel with more than one person on here. I saw him one day doing it. He can have women, interesting topics, what have you. So I appreciate you, Grown Man Talking.
What's going on? What is going on, YouTube? We are back. We are back and we are live in the building with another episode of Grown Men Trash Talk. That's what I'm talking about. And we are here with a good one for you. Y'all know that Pop the Balloon Challenge. Y'all seen the thumbnail. So y'all already know what it's about. This one, though, is the reunion, and it's crazy. I'm telling you, the moment I saw it, I said, listen, I'm going to have to review it. So this one, I'm not going to go over 1,000 different episodes to review. I promise you, this one's going to be good. We're strictly going to stay on topic, and we are going to go after specific key points that men have issues with off of what women say. And they say they want to get to know us, right? We'll see about that. I want y'all to stay active in the comment section. Let me know how you feel. On top of that, I want to thank everyone that's in the building early today. We got, first of all, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this from the bottom of my heart. Enoch Randall, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Not only did he become a channel member, he joined our platinum plan, which will give him early access because guess what? I'm going to start back now. Everyone knows I gained the majority of my subscribers through reactions. So with that being said, if you know me doing that have blew this channel up. And I promise that everyone that joins that membership, they would not only get early access, but exclusive access to all of my upcoming reactions. The same way I grew the channel is the same way we're going to get back on business. I appreciate y'all. Everyone that is early in the building, please do me a favor and hit the like button. Likes are free. On top of that, share the content. Get it out to your folks. Let them know, yo, GMT is live right now. We need y'all to get active. Yo, shout outs to my guy Enoch for joining the channel and becoming a sponsor. Much appreciated, much love, much respect. Shout outs to you, my brother. On top of that, everyone that's early in the building, what's good? We got my guy. We got to do a show together. My guy Anton, we got to do a show together. If you hear me, when are we going to go live together? I'm looking forward to that. My guy Kenny, he is in the building early as well. Plus, on top of that, we got an early super chat before the show even started. How much love is that? My guy Leon B1 with the $25 super chat. He says, I'm here listening while running my errands for the day. Put on a good broadcast for us this evening, brother folks. Please hit the like button on your way in. It's free. Do me a favor, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I can't tell y'all how important that it is that y'all hit that like button. Also, if you are not subscribed, subscribe. It is not hard because you will get more and more content like this and many more. As you can see, our panels are growing. on top of the panels growing, we also got new members that will be in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to y'all. We got on there next. He is in the building. Shout outs to you. I went on his channel. Everyone, do me a favor. If you are not subscribed to On Their Next podcast, go over there and subscribe. We got the business going on over there. Big shout outs to you. Do me a favor. As soon as this live stream is over, go on to On Their Next podcast and hit subscribe. Shout outs to you, my guy. You are in the building early. We got Boombox Bay. Woo, yo, I'm looking forward to having Boombox. I gotta hit her up. Boombox, you hear me? Dion is gonna hit you up. We gotta get you on this Tuesday show. So let us know if you are free and down to join us on Tuesday's show. I'm happy that you are feeling good. You are back in business. I saw you yesterday doing your thing on your channel. So everyone do me a favor and also subscribe to Intellect Ignited. I feature on that channel often. It's a good show. They are up and coming with some great content for you. Don't forget to subscribe to Intellect Ignited. We got Mind Your Mind with Justified in the building early too. Special shout outs to you, everyone. Also, if y'all know Jess, So do me a favor and subscribe to Mind Your Mind with Justified. She is part of the GMT family. So show her some respect, show her some love, and hit the subscribe button. And we got a $100 super chat. My guy Blockchain beaming in the building. He said, shout out to one of the best to ever do it in the podcast game, Grown Men Talking. Special shout outs to the channel sponsor, Blockchain beaming. Big ups to you, my guy. Much love. And you get me. That warmed my heart. Because y'all don't have to spend money on this. Y'all can just sit back, listen, just be like, all right, I'm gonna just take in the content for free. But nah, you got people that's like, you know what, I understand the goal and the mission of what GMT is doing here. So not only am I gonna just comment, not only am I gonna just hit the like button, but I'm also going to be a major part of the channel by supporting it financially. And man, I tell you, thank you so much. Everyone that super chats, this $100 super chat right here from Blockchain Beaming. Thank you so much. It means so much to me that you support this channel every opportunity that you have. I really appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got Lotus, the light, in the building. Do me a favor and go and subscribe. These are all people that I rock with. So go over there and hit subscribe to Lotus the Light. She is working on building up her YouTube as well. We have the White School podcast in the building. Shout outs to you. She says salute GMT and the chat. Show some love and subscribe to the White School podcast. Man, y'all, I'm feeling the love today, y'all. I am feeling the love today. Thank y'all so much for being here. And not only are y'all here, y'all in the building early. I feel like I can't even start this show without giving everyone that's giving me so much love in the chat right now a super shout out. Shout outs to y'all. Let's keep this up. Let's keep up the love. Let's keep up the support. My man Blockchain says, let's get these likes up and shares up. That's what I'm talking about. Super chat your support. Super chat your support. Thank you so much, my guy. Blockchain beaming. Always. And if you don't know, Blockchain is going to work on his channel. He is putting his ones and twos together, and he will have content for you very shortly. And when I tell you, the spin and the twist that he is working on, I'm trying to tell y'all not ready for that. It's going to be something that's going to blow y'all minds. So please go over there and subscribe early. Get yourself in the door and let's get on it. Hold on. We got the wife school who just became a channel member. Thank you so much from the bottom. I'm talking about the deepest bottom part of my heart. And the love is real today. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member, the Wife School Podcast. Everyone, do me a favor and subscribe. She is a femininity coach. If you want to learn how to become more of what God intended women to be, we take care of the masculine side, right? She takes care of the femininity side. So do me a favor and go over there and hit the like button. I'm bugging. Hit the like button on all of her stuff, but subscribe to all of her stuff. She is so dope. I check out her content. I'm on her Instagram page all the time. Do me a favor. Go over there and subscribe. We also got, oh my goodness, this love in the building today. Y'all I don't even want you to start the show. I just want to show GMT some love today. Do the Fire Podcast. What's good? What is good? You became a channel member today. So shout out to you. Yo, listen. I'm a thug. I don't cry. I'm trying to tell y'all I don't cry. It's not what I do. But to get this kind of love and respect from y'all are not only hitting the like button, y'all are not only subscribing, y'all are not only super chatting, but you're showing love to become an actual supporter of the show long term. Y'all gonna get me teary-eyed. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Jesus Christ. Hold up, man. I gotta get off the camera, y'all. Thank you. All right. I am back. This is love. This means so much to me, y'all. Everyone who's becoming a channel member today, y'all are not only. Here's the thing. Let me tell y'all what this is. I got people that's on this channel that do my grown men talking open conversations on Sunday, and I also got people that do my Tuesday night show. I'm a little overwhelmed with joy right now that everybody is becoming a channel member. I also do that too. But the thing is, I have them under contract. So the fact that I have them under contract is I pay them, right? So the fact that I'm paying them for y'all to become members of this channel and showing such support, it means the world to me. It means the world to me. Trust me when I tell you. Thank y'all so much for becoming channel member. And we got another channel member, my brother, Blockchain, in the building as usual. Not only did Blockchain just gift $100 in the super chat, he also became a platinum member as well. This is today. You know what's so crazy? I'm gonna be completely transparent with y'all. Before I started this show today, I was having a good morning at first with my wife. We was just relaxing, watching Gladiators. Then I have the landscaper outside who was cutting the grass and ended up hitting a rock that broke my storm door window. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So right before I started the show, I was a little flustered. I was like trying to clean up the glass, make sure that I got everything intact. And of course, now I got to go figure out a glass company to go get new glass. And all of a sudden, I'm like, yo, I got to get this show started. I did not expect so much love and support from y'all. Not only did Blockchain just give 10, he gifted another 10. So here we are with the memberships. This is wild, yo. You guys are driving. It's wild today. It's wild today. My guy, World Class, is in the building. Do me a favor, everyone, go over there and subscribe to my guy, World Class. He says, "What's up, Wife School?" Subscribe to Wife School. He says, "Hey, sugar." I gotta put that out there. My man flirts with every woman that's on this side, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what's up. Oh man, and she gifted another 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Blockchain another 10. Jesus Christ. Yo, y'all don't want me to start the show today. Y'all don't want me to start the show today. Y'all like, yo, listen, we just want to show love and support to my guy GMT. And I really appreciate y'all. I really honestly appreciate y'all. You know, this is big over here. This is big because I do this day in, day out, week after week after week. I try my best to provide the best content that I can for y'all. Even when I'm going through hard times, I'm like, you know what? I cannot cancel the show. So no matter what I go through, my wife had certain things that we was going through, you know, with sickness. And I still made sure that my wife said, you know what? No matter what, you go over there and you do your show. No matter what's going on with me, you have an audience to show love to. You got an audience that's consistent with you. So my wife always tells me, be consistent with your audience. So I really appreciate all of this love that you guys are giving me today. It means a lot. It really means a lot. Shout outs to Hassan. What's good, my guy? You are in the building. You are in the building. I'm just showing everybody some crazy love because they're showing me the love back. So shout outs to everyone that's here early. Yo, I think I'm gonna get started with the show. Let's do this. All right, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
I didn't mean to pop it. But
Oh, you didn't mean to pop it?
no, I have arthritis. Like my hands are bad and like it accidentally literally just popped. But I feel like you probably want a girl that's more like clean.
Why are you
cut.
assuming that? Why are you assuming?
And I'm just more edgier.
So, just for context, this woman right here, beautiful girl, on that Pop the Balloon challenge as we spoke about. But the thing with her, she is a stripper. Now, I wanted to start with her for key reasons, right? The lack of accountability and the lack of understanding men is the problem that I believe we have what's going on over here. So I'm going to continue, but I just wanted to add some context to this conversation.
I already know you're not going to like it, but my last relationship was New Year's, January. So that's just...
So you popped because you assumed that I wasn't going to like it?
Yeah, because it's so recent. And the other women, you know, it's been a couple years and,
No, that ain't no
you know,
reason.
the healing process. I'm not the best cook.
Okay.
And I dated a real estate agent before, and it just kind of clashed because I work more in entertainment music industry.
Okay, Zola. So after looking back, you know, at your time on Pop the Balloon, I don't know if you were able to see any of the comments, but a lot of like the viewers were like, why did she come on the show if, you know, all she was going to do is pop on people based off of her own assumptions? You know, no one ever said this, but she was popping on them. Like, were you able to like see that when you went back and watched it, or what were your thoughts on that?
I got thousands of messages, emails. I mean, positive and negative. I just try to focus on the light and positive side of things, you know, and it was so much, like, comments on everything, not just that, the insecurity, like, just me, like, being a stripper and maybe not. Sometimes I, like, regret saying that I was a stripper.
And that's the problem right there. Why would you regret saying that you were a stripper? That's your lifestyle. So call it what it is, whoever you're going to date, but you should be transparent on these dating shows. Listen, for those of you who don't know, I am currently working on an in-person dating show right now. And I'm going to hold any one of my guests accountable for what they say and what they do. So yeah, be honest. Don't deflect. If you're a stripper because it will come out.
Because it's just like, I know what comes with it. So people just think like, oh, you're a stripper part-time, so how are you looking for love? How are you like even a woman of God? Like, it's just like all these things. Like, no, I'm still a woman of God, and like I still want love and things like that, but it's just like overwhelming, like all the messages.
So I have a question.
What's your question? What's your question?
I don't know what to say right now.
Do you feel like your job is keeping you single? Like, do you get in your head about it? Like, is that something that prevents you from putting yourself out there? Do you feel like?
No, like when I'm every day, I'm working in the music industry. I'm in the studio. I'm around celebrities every day. Like, I'm really working in the entertainment industry. So what I mean by entertainment industry is music, modeling, and acting. Okay. And being.
But you said you was a stripper. So that's not the only entertainment that you're doing. You're entertaining men as well. Let's keep it real. I don't know. Listen, I don't know if this woman straight up is a, in the music business. I've never heard of her. I've never heard of her music. Maybe, but there's a lot of people I haven't heard of. So I will not speak on that. What I'm going to speak on is what she said. And she said she was a stripper. So you can't take it back.
A boss that I am, and like a woman of God. The stripping that's just a 9-to-5 side hustle to me once in a while, once in a blue moon. That's not my life. Okay. So it's just, I
respect your transparency on that, because you didn't have to say that.
Exactly.
So when
that's
you come in looking for love, you're putting that transparency out there, you're putting that truth out there and hoping a man accept that. So I respect that.
It's like, I want to be honest and genuine and open about all areas of my life. But that's not my life. Like, when I'm going to events and I'm networking with people, I don't say, oh, I'm a stripper. When I grow up, I want to be a stripper. No.
But you're grown up and you're a stripper. You see the mind games, right? That as my guy just put up, womenese, right? You're a stripper. It's okay. You should be comfortable with whatever you choose to do. If you are not comfortable, you should not be doing it. It's that simple. I don't want to go to jail, so I'm not going to claim being a bank robber. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. But if I did, I'll claim it. Why do people like live a lifestyle, be ashamed of it, or try their hardest to get you to say, okay, no judgment, you could do whatever you want to do, and I'll take you as you are? That's not the real world. The real world does not have to accept whatever you spit at it. I'm sorry, but this liberal movement, being heavy in the liberal movement, has taught people to say, you know what? You can be whatever you want to be. You can say whatever you want to say. No one can judge you. But unfortunately, that's not the real world. Teach your children that what you do has consequences. That's just life. It is what it is.
You said that's a 9-to-5 side hustle.
Yes, like that's
8
just
hours.
a job to me. Like, I haven't been in the club for like 2 months now. Like, that's once in a while here and there, But every day my life is music, creating. Like, I go to church every Sunday, But that's probably hard to believe just because I said that. But the first thing that I said, if you watch the show, the first thing I said is, I'm a recording artist. That's my life every single day. Like, I just dropped a song with Casey Veggies. Like,
I don't think it's hard to believe that you go to church and you're a dancer. I think as a woman, you got to do what you got to do.
So that's another thing. So you can go wherever you want and be a dancer. That's fine. But let's not act like the Lord in our heavens says, women, it's okay to be promiscuous and show your body. Why do people like to take the Bible, dictate parts of it? Now, the one part, now, correct me if I'm wrong. Those of you who are Bible fluent, please get active in the comments. Does it say something in the Bible or anywhere in the Bible where thou shalt not judge me? Now, if it does, does it also talk about women and being promiscuous or a certain way that women should carry themselves? Right. Just Justified just said it right here. She says, nah, my body is a temple. So if your body is a temple, that means it's sacred. Not everyone should have access to it. Not everyone should see your insides at any given point because your body is a temple. This is what I'm saying. We got another $25 super chat from my guy Lee RP1. He says strippers don't like men. They've seen and heard far too much from men of all walks of life to the point that now she's far more calculated. He says her mindset is, I'm going to get you before you get me. It is what it is. And I agree with that. This is why men don't take women like that serious for a number of reasons, right? Of course, no man wants to know that every man seen their woman's body. But the other part to that is no man cares to know the type of men that you choose to be around. Now I have to compare and contrast, and then all you going to turn around and call me as insecure if I don't like what you're doing. Not everyone is insecure because they disagree with your lifestyle. They just choose to stay away from it. But then there's the thing, when you're lonely and you're sad and you're wondering why no one is choosing you, no one wants you, you choose in that instance to say, well, all men ain't shit. Because we just refuse to take your lifestyle. So we're intimidated by you. How many times you heard that? I'll tell you. How much times you heard that? We're not intimidated. We just don't like it, and we choose not to deal with it. It's two different things.
Do to still provide. And who is anybody to judge you for building an income? Mm-hmm. The fact that that doesn't define who you are. But
it's just like, I get it. Like, I get it because I'm being realistic with everybody. Yeah. You know, like the lineup of men, you know, that were truck drivers and this and that. I'm just being realistic and genuine because I was that hypocrite. I wasn't a stripper my whole life. Mm-hmm. Like, I started very late in my life, probably like 27 years old, 28 years old.
But the work that you do does kind of define who you are, just like if you found out.
No, it don't. But I will say, like, it gave me the confidence. You definitely have to be confident to just be in the music industry, to perform, to do all these things. You got to have some level of confidence.
I get it, but we're talking about your the
people just focused on that, and I really wish they didn't focus on that, because it's just like, I'm more than a pretty face. I'm more than just some stripper. That's just some job to me.
It's kind of hard not to focus on that, because if I'm a man and I'm looking for love, I wouldn't want a woman.
Then take me out of it. Like that. Hey, that would be great if I could have a man that's a provider.
First of all, I agree with this comment right here. She is not confident at all. You're doing what you're doing, but you could barely even articulate what you're doing. Then let's talk about this. I'm supposed to, if I don't like what you're doing, I'm just not going to deal with you. Why would I take you out of it? There's some simps out there that will try to take her out of it. But think about it. Anytime you see that, right? I forgot, what was that basketball player who had a wife that was like, she was into porn. And then he got her out of the porn lifestyle. But then when time passed, he He became broke. He was struggling. And then she ended up going right back to what she knew could make her money. What was that guy's name again? I forgot. Please let me know in the comment section. But that's usually what happens. If I have a trade, if I have a skill, right? And let's just say I hit the lottery and I hit $1 million. Cool. Now I'm buying Lamborghinis. I'm doing all stupid stuff with my money instead of investing. So I go broke. What's the first thing I'm going to go back and do? The moment I run out of money, I'm going to go do what I know best on how to make money again. This is why it's a risky game when fellas try to change people's lives. You try to take someone out of a certain lifestyle, but all they know is what they did before you. So yeah, they're comfortable because you got money now. But what happens when you go broke and the money's not coming in anymore? The lifestyle changes. I got to revert back to making money. What's the fastest way for a woman to make money? We all know the answer to that. I don't even got to say it. So, fellas, think about that when a woman tells you take her out of that lifestyle. It's usually going to backfire on you at some point.
Really quick, because
Take me out of that.
yeah. So as far as that stripping thing, a little traumatized, but no, I would say being
And
honest
I'm
about it.
traumatized as well,
Trust
just
me,
being
we
a
going
black
through the same
woman
thing.
in the industry, music industry, and what I've been through.
I get it, the entertainment business. Trust me.
So if you're, I'm stopping it a lot, but I'm stopping it for a reason, right? YouTube does not like you to play content straight through. You can get demonetized if you play content from front to back without adding your own commentary, if you get what I'm saying. So when you add your own commentary, you make the video an original video. For those of you who don't know. So yeah, that's why you would watch people reacting to content and they'll stop it a lot. But anyways, now, if you're a black woman and you are in the music business and you're traumatized, why not get out of the business? There's so many things you can do. The biggest problem with this young lady is she chose to tattoo her face. So corporate jobs is out the question. Any type of respectful career decision is usually out the question unless it's remote. So she chose to do that. Now you're stuck in a place where the only thing that's accepted is debauchery, foolishness, tattoos on your face, tattoos on your back, tattoos everywhere. The music industry is all about that. You could be a rapper, be tatted up all day long. It's fine. So you're traumatized because of what you put yourself in. Maybe she didn't have no guidance. But my point is I'm not attacking her. I'm attacking her decisions. What I'm attacking it is because I don't want young women to make the same mistake as her. So anyone that's listening to this now or on the replay, and you want to get into the music business, understand what comes with that. Understand that it's not easy. I was very close to the music business growing up. And in those instances, you see it's a cutthroat business. And being a woman, it's even 10 times harder. So those ladies that want to get themselves into that type of field, now you marking up your face, you doing all types of wild stuff to fit in, you end up hurting yourself later on in the future because it doesn't work out for everybody. For those of you who don't know, less than 1% of the people that rap will make it. Less than 1%. So, something to think about.
But what I'm saying is this: the fact that you are honest about it, as long as you have to lead with that. You know what I mean? I know you're saying like, oh, I did it 2 months ago, whatever the case is. But when you talk to someone, they're going to feel like it's right now. You know what I mean? So as long as you're transparent
And that's why I popped my balloon, because being realistic, most likely I'm going to work with a guy that's working in the entertainment industry. So when I say entertainment, I'm not saying male porn star, male stripper, no.
Well,
Music industry, sports, they're most likely going to understand me more.
But you're
because
saying,
it goes hand in hand. Like
no, I get what you're saying with
Cardi
that. But
B, like I look up to that.
You look up to Cardi B. You look up to Cardi B and Offset, and that's your aspirations in life. Come on, y'all. Talk to your daughters. Fellas, stay in your daughters' lives. Ladies, provide a healthy, strong man to be there for your daughters, because this is crazy. This is wild. Cardi B, the historian. Y'all remember that from that Grown Women Talking episode, yo. Just something else. Oh, man. Yo, it is crazy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is wild. This is wild. This
You're
is
saying,
wild.
but that's why you popped your balloon. But it's almost, I won't say like a coward way, but you popped your balloon with the preconceived notion that yours is going to get popped instead of allowing it to see what's going to happen. It's like you shoot yourself in the foot before it even
if the
starts.
balloon got popped or not. I'm not gonna go on a date because I didn't feel a deep connection with anybody.
How you feel a deep
And-
connection in 30 seconds?
Okay,
Word.
like not even that. The physical attraction wasn't there. You know, I'm just going off like women intuition.
But what
feel
I'm
me?
saying,
Like,
doesn't it
I
feel,
just-
isn't it like a shot
I
in the
don't
foot?
see
You're like not even
maybe
trying.
one date. Yeah, sure, you know, but I can't see further than that. And I'm 31 years old.
31?
And just
I ain't even catch that. She is 31. This is not nobody's little spring chicken. This is a grown woman. This is a grown woman. Girl, if you didn't make it in the music business by 31 years old, you need to hang it up. Hang it up. This is not a little girl. This is Big Mama right here, who makes dumb decisions. Who makes dumb decisions and don't want to take accountability for it. Ladies, listen to men. Men tell you exactly what we want and what we need and what will make you a wife. I'm not saying listen to Pookie and Ray Ray. I'm telling you, listen to men that have what you want. Listen to the men that have what you want and could put you in the places that you want to be. Don't just sit here and talk and listen to your homegirls tell you what a man should accept. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I always say, single women keep other women single. And in some cases, some married women keep single women single as well. Because sometimes married people tend not to tell people the truth. Married men do the same crap. Married men be out here lying. They don't want to tell women what it really is, or men what marriage is really about. And they tell you everything to pretty much ruin the decisions you're going to make later on. Find the men, find the women that's willing to be honest with you. Girl, this is not life. Follow the Wife School podcast. She'll put you on the game. Follow her. Don't listen to the woman sitting next to you talking about, girl, only God can judge me. Let's see how far that gets you in life.
just based off experience, you know, dating guys that are outside of the entertainment industry, they try to change me or they try to judge me like
So that's
what
the
you're doing right now.
That's the preconceived notion. No, we're not judging you at all. We're just bringing to light on what men think and what a lot of men
And
saw
that's
you
why
as.
like the
But not all
entertainment
men
industry
think like
is
that.
gonna be more
The majority.
understanding.
But not
and I'm
all.
more
Not
comfortable
all
with
men.
Yeah,
that.
but
like
the
that.
thing is that you guys
Exactly.
don't know how men think because you're
It's
not
not
a man.
even
Y'all
Shipping,
simple though,
like-
to be honest. Y'all simple men.
Again, you
and
don't-
there's women that dance in the strip club and they find a whole husband.
How often does that happen? Yes, I keep stopping it. I keep stopping it, and I know it. But I told y'all why. How often does that happen? So you give a slither of hope to people. You give the less than a % chance that she can find her husband. Instead of being real with her and saying, girl, you fucked up. You fucked up. You messed up your chances to really get the man that you want. Yes, you could get a man. There's men out there that will settle for this. But is it the man that you want? Is it the man that you want that will say, you know what, I don't really have no standards for you? You can do whatever you want to do. Ladies, is that attractive? Is it attractive to find a man that has no standards for you? Or do you want a man that at least could put his foot down and say, you know what, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. That's not good. Or if you're going to do it, I won't accept it. And nothing crazy is going to happen, but I will walk out your life. And I think that's super important to understand that we got a $5 super chat from my guy, Hate the Basement. What is good, my guy? He says, Hate the Basement says, GMT, I talked about this Wednesday. I don't know who's worse. He says her or the woman with 3 kids with, you know what? Both of them. Because I wanted to cover both of them today. They both are horrible. Horrible. But her lack of accountability and the echo chamber that she lives in, that's the problem. I'm trying to think. I'm looking at all the women that's sitting on that panel right now. Out of all the women sitting on the panel, did anyone be honest with her and tell her, girl, that's not a good thing that you're doing? You might have, the crazy thing is, there's women on that panel that don't agree with it. But those are usually the quiet ones. The women that don't agree with a certain lifestyle because they know that that will not get you the desired results that you want out of life, those are usually the quiet women. The women that's like, you know what? I don't like that, but that's not my business. I'm not going to say nothing. Girl code. Or I don't want to get cursed out by the majority of the women here. I want to keep a good, clean face in front of everyone. So of course, I never say that this is the majority of women. It's not. It's just the women that don't agree with stuff like this, they don't speak up enough. They don't talk. They don't say, yo, shorty, you tripping. You tripping. You sound dumb. You sound dumb. We got Skinny Boy in the building. What is good, my guy? As he says, hit the like button. Hit the like button as soon as you enter the door. Helps with that algorithm. Did I say it wrong? Algorithm. All right. Let's keep the show going. Thank you, Skinny Boy.
There's like
Those
artists like
outliers,
Cash Doll in the entertainment
they're
industry.
outliers in
And she
everything.
find her a partner.
There's so
Honey,
many
don't let
women
nobody
in this
define
industry
you or
that
judge you.
they're not even
Do what you
open
gotta
about
do.
it. Are you crazy? Most of these women are married, they're in relationships, they're going to college. You know, I just hate that people assume like, oh, you're a stripper, so you're not smart. I get it because I was that hypocrite. In my younger days, I never smoked, I never drank. I was the hypocrite that was saying, oh, I would never dance. Like, that's degrading to women. Like, but you just can never say never. Like, you just never know how life is going to turn out for you.
I will never sell drugs. I would never do it. And I can say that. I can say that. I will never be a male stripper. I can say that. Why can't you never say never and stick to what you say you're never going to do? Where's the accountability in all of this? Where is the accountability in all of this? Hold yourself to a standard and live by it. You know how many ways there are to make money out here other than opening your booty hole for a bunch of people you don't know? There is so many other ways. God, start a YouTube channel. Make good content. Talk to the people. People want to hear what you got to say. One sure way you could make some money in this world. But you do not have to go slide down somebody's pole and say, oh, but I know I said I'll never do it, but, there's just so much money in this. What? sound crazy. I know I said I'll never do it. Your mama and your daddy probably shunned you because of this. This is crazy.
For any situation. So like I get it, but I'm being realistic and I'm letting those guys off easy.
Yeah,
We're not gonna work out.
Dorian, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I respect the naked hustle. Let's be honest, most of the people that, women that are, I'm not gonna say
that echo chamber,
everybody, but a lot of people that are in church or things are reformed, you know what? As far as how I feel about it, I feel like you might have been projecting a little bit. I think you need to stand on business about what you do and why you do it and why you do it for yourself, first of all. And then you should use it as a testimony for other young girls that are growing into women. You could be a testimony for somebody, but don't let any man make you feel bad about what you do and why you do it, because you know why you do it.
Because it's not my life.
Exactly.
My life is
when I met you, you're very humble.
Music.
You're very humble. You're very beautiful, and you're very sweet. I didn't even know you were a dancer. So
exactly,
next time,
because I don't go out there, hey, I'm a stripper, nice to meet you. No.
But you should. You should. We have another $20 super chat from my guy, Leon B. Wood. Thank you. The love is real today. You guys are coming through. Y'all probably heard like, yo, Mingo Glass just broke outside. So we need to support him. I appreciate y'all so much. Leon B. Woods with the $20 super chat. He says, at the Wife School podcast, so tell me, how many quality need to or would want to be on the Balloon Pop show? He said, these are bargain bin folks shifting through other bargain bin folks. Yeah. The options are all the same. So, I want to agree with that, because here's the thing. I get it, right? A lot of these Balloon Pop shows, the biggest thing with it is a lot of people are trying to get fame. Not for nothing, YouTube has officially grown bigger than television. This show itself, she can garner 2 million views in less than a week. So these people are low-key becoming celebrities, believe it or not. It might sound crazy coming from me, right? It might sound crazy. But believe it or not, these people are becoming celebrities. When they're putting themselves out there like this, hey, it doesn't necessarily make them bad. And the reason why I say that is, hey, listen, I'm starting to date and show myself. So with that being said, we're gonna have some quality people on it. But the woman with a tattoo on her face, what I love about it though is the men are holding her accountable. You see, back in the days, think about primetime TV back when it was just like, when it was ran by mainstream media, and you had what was Oprah Winfrey's show back in the day? Was it just Oprah? When you had The View, Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake, when you had all of those shows where they just pretty much trash men, they talk mad crap about men, we had no voice. There was no such thing as sitting across a couch and holding a woman accountable for everything she's saying. There was no such thing as that. You had to deal with whatever she said, and any man, y'all remember Ricky Lake, any man that stood up, because the audience was primarily women. So any man that stood up and was like, hold up, we don't believe in that, that man got booed. Sometimes they had to escort the man out the studio. Well, that's not happening now. Both men and women are on equal playing fields on YouTube. And YouTube has officially became most people's main source of entertainment. This is why I love it. This is why I'm over here. We got another $10 super chat. Nobody wants a woman who exposes herself to everybody. She'd be better off just admitting she made a bad life choice. Exactly. Choices have consequences. Prepare to be judged. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, my guy. As I said, I got to get you on the show one time. There was a something that he did with his daughter that I said, yo, it was like, it was showing how important that men are needed. It was on TikTok. And I saved it and I said, I have to review it. So I'm going to review that on this channel one day soon. And I want to do it with you on the show. So we got to get to work, my guy. We got to get to work. Thank you. Let's continue with the show.
I'm a recording artist. Nice to meet you. Like, I really work in this music industry.
They look at it in a negative way. They look at it in a negative way. I look at it in a positive way. Like I said, if you look in the Bible, I don't know exactly which book of the Bible was, but I could have sworn the lady that touched Jesus' cloak. Y'all know what I'm talking about, was a prostitute. I don't know.
Why take bits and pieces of the Bible? Jessica, just justify. Wife school, help me understand this. Why do these type of women, because I know y'all ain't like this at all, but why do these type of women take little bits and pieces of the Bible to justify debauchery? Help me understand that. Oh, I know there was a prostitute in the Bible, so yay. It's okay to be a prostitute, ladies. What is happening? What's happening? What's going on?
I'm not saying you're a prostitute, but what I'm saying is that you can use it as...
And that's like another thing.
Yeah.
There's different levels to this.
Things.
There's strippers, there's prostitutes, there's escorts. No, I'm just a stripper here and there.
Are you ashamed of it?
This is not every day.
Are you ashamed of it?
No, I'm not ashamed of it. It's just, it's not my life. Like, I just see it as, it's just here and there.
So all right,
my
let's
life is
go ahead and move on to our next topic then. So, Braylon,
yo, all right, that's enough for her, right? She moved on. I just have to get through that one now. We're gonna get through the other one. Where that lady at talking crazy? Here she go. Here she go. This is the main event.
Like me as a whole with a 4.
Oh, hold up. We got to get some clarity on this one. Where we at?
Correct, or pull energy from. So I didn't really know who I was gonna feel until I heard what they had to say. So that's that grace part right there, right? So even if they had multiple different kids with multiple different men, if I still like them like that, I would accept that, like real men do.
She saved them.
Okay. So you're kind of saying like you didn't want to say that just in case one of them popped on you?
All of them would have popped if I said that.
He was testing the waters.
Yeah.
But he was giving nobody grace. Why are you saying
Well,
grace?
I mean,
you were giving no grace.
even though that we talked, me and this guy earlier, we was joking around. He said nothing wrong. Like, it devalues the woman when you go through multiple men and have multiple baby daddies. We don't want to deal with that. If you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, it's like, damn, your decision-making skills are horrible.
Y'all forget that y'all the ones who playing right there. And then y'all forget that I'm 41 years old. I got a 25-year-old child. So you're basing your perception of me from 25 years ago.
Come on.
I'm not that person I'm not that kid that I was 25 years ago.
Speak on
and I'm not that young adult that I was 25 years ago. I've grown from that. I've healed from that. I now make better choices, better decisions. Right. And I live more of a healthy love life, you know, than I did then. So you're going to tell me, oh, well, you got this many kids, I can't date you.
No,
but that happened 25 years ago.
Not the number of
At what
kids.
point are you going to give grace?
So if anybody wants to, please do me a favor and hit the link. I just dropped it in the chat. If you want to come up and have this conversation with me, if you are not in a position to turn on your camera, it is completely fine. But come up with me and let's talk about this, because I believe we can have a great conversation regarding this matter.
And how long are you going to, I don't want to use the word punish, for lack of better words, a woman for her past?
It's
like Brian came out and said, I don't judge a woman from their past. We all make mistakes. And then he basically just flat out judged.
That's the gentleman.
But, okay, isn't judgment, right, if you say that's how men feel? So if I was a man and I had, let's say, 5 kids, 5 different baby mamas, and a woman says, you know what? I don't like it, but not only won't I like it, but most women won't like it. Most women wouldn't want to deal with you. Would that be called judgment? Let's just say I was broke. That I had no money. And I'm like, yo, I don't have no money, but I feel like I should be dating. Yeah, I live with my mom. I sleep on her couch, and I'm 45 years old. Should you just date me because I'm me? Or are you judging me for saying, no, no one wants no dusty sleeping on their mama's couch at 45 years old? I don't think that's judgment. I think those are facts. And it's okay to tell the truth of what the majority of a sector of people don't want. If you hear, I always said it last time, I'm going to say it again. Put 10 men in a room. 10 men won't agree on everything, but we'll agree on the majority of topics. You'll always have the outliers, right? So it'll always be 2 out of the 10 that's going to be the oddballs to be like, yo, listen, I'll take you as you are. I'll drink your bath water. I don't care. I'm dynamite. I'll save you. You're always going to have those men. Always. But if 8 men are saying, I don't like it, why are you not going where your odds could be better? Listen to the 8 men. Stop arguing with it. I listen to 8 women if I'm talking to 10 and only 2 are saying, I don't like this. Well, guess what? The majority wins.
It's preference. We're not judging you for how many kids.
Yeah.
It's how many baby fathers you got. If you get with a guy and I'm 40 years old per se, and I have 8 kids by 6 different women, that says something.
And then everybody's situation is different.
That
Like
part.
4
we all
kids
have
and
different
4 baby
circumstances.
daddies.
But that's not
3
what
kids
it
and 3
was.
baby daddies.
My children I have by 2 different men, and I was in a 12-year relationship that was abusive. I escaped that by God's grace. I give thanks every day. And so when I moved on to the next relationship, I'm just looking for something better than what I had. And just because it was better doesn't mean it was for me. So when I realized this isn't for me, you know, should I marry this man just because society is going to look at me like I'm a failure as a mother or as a woman? Or no, should I keep going and look for what is really for me? I'm not going to say that I've made all the best decisions as a young adult. I never said I made the best decisions.
And that's what we're referring to, the decision-making skills.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's now, that's in the past. So you're not going to meet a woman and she tell you she stole a candy bar at 14 years old. Oh, no, I can't do that. I don't do things.
No, but we have to factor in that you have children. We have to factor in that I come into your life. How can I be a disciplinary person to your child how the father decides he wants to step in? I also have to factor in that if you broke up with me today, those children that I grew a bond with, I no longer have access to them anymore. We also have to factor in the expense. These are real things that men have to think about anytime you date a woman with children. Anytime. I agree, Skinny Boy. That candy bar analogy was horrible. It was horrible. You can't compare children to candy bars. There's a whole lifestyle. If you stole something in your past, I could forgive that. But if you got a kid today that I have to walk into the house and he gonna be like, oh, you're not my daddy. My God, blockchain in the building. What is good, family? Shout out, yo. What's popping?
When I saw this episode, I knew it was gonna cook. I knew, like, bro with the hat, crazy. Old lady right here, crazy. Stripper face, crazy. Painted hairline, bro, crazy. Like, they know what they're doing when they pick these people, because everybody on this show has several viral moments for that platform.
Right. I agree. It's crazy. How could you not see that? Shorty with the tattoos all over her face got some serious issues. Now you talking about these women, this woman talking now, she look normal. But how you mad that nobody is, if people don't want to be with you because of your kids, that just is what it is. There might be a man out there that is, but you can't tell men that something's wrong with them if they don't want to deal with you because of that. They don't owe you anything.
You know how many men will settle for her because they can't do better, even though because how attractive she is.
Exactly.
It's just not the man she wants because we do better too easy. There's no point. There's no incentive in us. Like if it's a million women for every man in my position that all want me, why would I go find the one of those million women that got face tattoos and like sells vagina? Like, what are we doing? That's crazy to me.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Let's get to the other shorty because y'all you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I'm a cooker.
She's always she was a kid. She made a mistake. She ate that, and the candy bar is gone. So in my situation, I feel like I ate that. I ate that relationship that I went through. I ate being a young teenage parent. I ate it. Like the young kids say, you ate. I feel like I ate. I've grown from that. I'm not that person that I was.
The relationship
so why?
is awesome, but the kid, you're bearing the man's children.
All right. So, Janae, when you were having, your conversation with Brian during that segment, what was going through your mind when he's asking you all these questions like, okay, how many baby daddies, how many kids? What was your thought process? Like, if you want to walk us through that.
I'm true to my core. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids. And if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids. I don't allow him and his judgment to define me as a woman or where I stand on today. It's his preference. He deserves a queen of whatever that looks like for Brian. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this fort? You can't judge me. I didn't take anything personally. I talked to Brian afterwards. I said, I don't take anything personal. I'm not mad at you. It is what it is. It's my
preference.
Person is my person.
So from what I heard, he didn't judge her. He just told her how men think. You could do whatever you want to do. You could feel however you want to feel about whatever you want to feel. But he ain't judge her. Wife School Podcast, you are in the building. What is good?
Hey!
Hey, shout out to you. Great having you on the show. What's going on?
I'm all right. I'm just hearing all the excuses and not being able to take rejection well. That's really what it boils down to. So, we see this often, and women really can't accept rejection. We say, oh, go ahead, girl. Don't let nobody judge you. Go ahead and live your life. Okay, then we make these decisions, right? And so now, when that didn't work out, now we're really expecting these guys at which they qualify for, they can't even qualify for them because it's like they made their choice and said they can't even. She said, I ate it. No, you haven't, because you're upset. And you can't find a quality guy, or even the dude that really likes you. You don't want him, and that may be your guy, and that may be the one that really care for you and see you in your situation. But a man that has built himself up, I'm sorry, my phone is like loud. A man that has built himself up in that manner, he is going to look at the situation different.
Right.
He'd probably rather start his own family in that case, because more likely he'll be able to have more control and investment in the situation. And the single mothers have a hard time with that.
They struggle with that. They really do, because they feel like, it doesn't take away from your value as a person. And that's something that I always put here. You could be valuable to everyone around you, but in the dating market, that's where you're going to struggle. Especially when you make choices like that, 3, 4, 5 different baby daddies, you are going to struggle. It's not a wise investment for any man to sign up to be number 4, 5, or 6. Just the same way as if you baby mama number 4, 5, or 6. It's not a wise investment for a woman to do that either. But I don't understand why women struggle with that. What do you think, Blockchain? What do you think that is? Oh, you on mute still, brother.
But every and I don't say every often, but when I do, I'm never wrong about it. Every woman that gets offended by a man's preferences is only because it disqualifies them from that man's affections. And it's because that man disqualified her because she has 3 kids by 3 different men. And now she's just self-placating and self-soothing by saying, I'm not ashamed. I'm not this. It's almost similar to when overweight women say, I love my body. I love the way I look, because it's something that they have to tell themselves as part of their confidence. Because if we could just go back in time, or life is like a video game and you can create your body to look like any way you want it, nobody would choose to be fat. None of these fat women would say, I want to be fat. If she had a time machine and she knew what was going to happen with the outcomes of those relationships, all the trauma she's been through, all the drama she's been through with the kids, all of that stuff, she's not going to rehab those children.
Right. I'll do it all over again.
So, and when people say that type of stuff on these shows, it's just weird to me. Like, no woman is worth less as a person just because she has children, or she does, the girl who's a stripper, she's not worth less as a person, but they are worth significantly less as a partner to the types of men they want. If this woman wanted to date a dude who worked at McDonald's and was working his way up, and they could come up and grow and struggle together, that's cool. But none of these women want a guy that's in his bag or walking in his purpose. None of them do. And like the girl on the purple, she was on the show drunk, so I don't even know why they brought her back. Like I will give the stripper a shot before I give the girl purple a shot because of her mouth. Like her mouth alone, and then too, she's skinny. I can't do shit with it. Like boy body. When I watch these shows, I look, and it's a lot of these women. It's like it shows how hive-minded women can be. It shows how, often women just have unrealistic expectations for themselves they don't meet. Like that lady, the stripper lady, wants a guy who is cool, nice, calm, collected, and well spoken. Baby, you a stripper with tattoos on your face. Like for the low price of $4.99, a man can subscribe to your OnlyFans and see your butthole. Like, what are we talking about? Like, women have this crazy sense of entitlement as if they all deserve a partner, and they don't. The people who deserve partners are the ones who do the work to be attractive to the men they want to partner with. None of these women have done that. The lady in the back is 45 with a 20-something-year-old. She had a baby at 16. So she's been fast her whole life. And then if you ask the women, none of those women are saying, well, the last time I had sex was in my last relationship. They all fucking somebody. So you want me to come date you while you fucking somebody else that don't have to do all the stuff I got to do is dating you? You nuttier than squirrel shit. Like, what do you...
man.
That doesn't make sense. But they really sit here and ask that of men as if they don't want the top 10% of men that can literally access 100% of women.
Right.
It's just mad. It's crazy to me. And
it's wild.
The dudes on here and it's like, even the dudes on here, like if you watch the whole thing, right? Bro on the right, bald head dude, the white shirt, got into it with the short, light skinned Michael Ealy looking dude, right? He said,
Michael Ealy.
bro, you 50 on this show. It's crazy. And then, and then the dude in the back was like, I don't mind having a girl who got 4 kids. I don't mind. And
you talking about the dude with the hat? You talking about James Pies?
The super simp. Yeah, like you can't, and I don't mind. You can't whoop my kids, but I'm gonna whoop yours. Like,
let me get into that. We gonna get into that part because that's
real.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
But like people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society. And it's fake to me. I'm not with it.
Okay. And then Shayna, you wanted to say
So
something?
one thing I do want to say, which I said to you earlier, we all have our preference, which is fine. You might like them tall, you might like them short, you might like them with the kids. But I think it was just your delivery that really was kind of tough to watch. So that's all I had to share. And we kind of chatted about it before. Everyone's entitled to what they like, but it's just the way you were speaking to the ladies, which was kind of harsh.
So speaking on that, Brian, do you feel like you could have delivered your message in a different way?
I think I wanted to deliver it the way I did, right?
Okay.
Because
I like that.
If I'm coming on some softness, you're not gonna really grasp what I'm telling you,
That's not.
right? And the thing about accountability is you want me to deliver it the way you want to hear it. Nah, the truth hurts.
Don't
The
believe
truth
you.
hurts. You got to be able to embrace that. We as men, we embrace accountability. And women have to do the same exact
Women
thing
do
and not get
embrace
angry
accountability. I'm not
and
angry.
feel like men
I'm
are
not-
aggressive
I'm not
and
being
feel like men.
At no point did any woman hold any other woman accountable on this show. At no point. It was all like, girl, it's okay. If men don't like it, they're insecure. It's
Right.
That's not accountability. What do you think about that, Mike?
It's definitely not accountability, and this is why Hink, he was in the chat. He said that he is not going to date a woman that probably didn't grow up with a father, because your father is the first one that really instills instruction into you and that really brings down the hammer and says what he says. And we know that when daddy gets home, but daddy says that it goes right. So sometimes when women are in situations and conversations with real men, it's hard for them to like grasp it, because you're like, I'm used to doing what I want. Nobody steps on my toes. I'm free. Nobody judges me. I'm pretty, I'm girl power, empowerment. And it's like when like the guys that you want and you're attracted to their masculinity. So when they really are being direct, they receive it as an attack, but it's really not an attack. He's just being direct and standing on business and just saying what he honestly feels.
Right. And for some reason, that's a struggle. What do you think, Blockchain?
Right.
None of these people. I'm sorry. I'm trying to not be mean. Fuck that. It's not. None of these. Okay, I'll say this on the show. Right. Look at the women who on here who are quiet and don't have nothing to say. You know why? Oh, girl got her dude. Oh, girl in the back really not tripping, and she knows she'll find somebody. Everybody else is pressed. Oh, girl with the basketball team worth the kids. No, she's not gonna find nobody. And she knows she keep getting passed over. She keep getting fucked on by dudes temporarily until, the girl that he really won't act right. The girl in the back is almost 50.
Right.
Like almost 50. What are the men that she wants are going to be wanting her are going to be 60, 70 years old, because to them, she's still young. None of us 41 plus, high earning, high achieving, black excellence men even look at that woman. Like, she isn't as invisible to us as most men are to her, but ours is based off of where we are in life. Hers is based off her where she feels like she's in life, and she's not there. You got 3 grown ass kids I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to, and mind you, I don't date women who don't have kids. That's something I get beat up for a lot. My friends think I'm crazy because I will not date a woman she doesn't have kids at 40, because something is wrong with you, to me. Like, that's my belief, and I stand on it. But none of these women are getting chose as for a reason. A girl's not getting chose because she's a stripper. Anybody with money, we know what we do to strippers. We feed them to the mattress. We hit them in the forehead with ones. Then we send them on their way. The girl on the purple, she's a rapper and she's masculine and stuff. Like, she's someone that a guy's going to have to slap the shit out of. And nobody wants to see that happen. That's why she's single. The girl in the blonde, you see she booed up already. Her dude picked her. She happy.
But the thing is, the homegirl in the blind, quiet as kept, she don't agree with none of this. But like I said, the biggest thing that I see is those type of women need to speak up and say, hold up. No, you tripping. This man wouldn't be sitting next to me right now if I was a stripper.
I would much rather, personally, my woman be quiet, because you know why she doesn't say anything? Because she can't relate. She has nothing in common with those women. She doesn't have a rack of kids. She got a dude. She got someone that she can build with and listen to. She has what all of those other women and probably that dude in the purple want, a man. So it's not like, what would she say? For example, if I'm married, so if I was married, if I'm on a show like this or around, I wouldn't want my woman commiserating or talking or even being involved in conversations with these low quality women, because my wife represents me. And at any point she connects to, well, don't judge her because she used to sell vagina, or don't judge her because she got 3 kids by 7 different niggas. Like, I look at my wife crazy now. So she's supposed to just sit back and be like,
so you saying she playing her part?
She doing what she's supposed to do. Same thing with the lady in the back. You watch, she don't have much to say about nothing.
What do you think about that, White School?
I think there's some limitations on, her speech. As far as like her sitting back, yes, it does keep her out of the crossfire. But if women want to get those results, she should be speaking up in regards to that, even if she doesn't have kids, or just even regardless of the kids, your behavior, or just speaking about accountability. She can come from that aspect of, well, this is what I did to, make myself seem more, desirable or more marketable or seen by men, things like that. So I think there are some things that you can interject into the conversation. Maybe it is safe that she is that way, but if she could add value to these women that are really having these results, even talking to the stripper that's not even confident, for God's sakes, you know what I'm saying? Like, even telling her, like, you know what, you need to go back, do some work, elevate yourself, really get out this life. You have value. I mean, you have worth, and getting out of, just, having your body out here, whatever. I mean, like, it's really not working for you, obviously. And you can call those behaviors out. There's certain things that you can call out in righteous judgments. It says, see, that's in the Bible. So nobody ain't talking about the righteous judgment, but they all say, don't judge me. But righteously, I can say to that part of your life and influence you in a positive way to do a 180, not a 360, not going back because you lost money, but actually having the faith to move forward.
I have a question. Well, not a question, but it's a point that I think that would help people. I'm not, mind you, right? Not saying discrediting the Bible or anything like that. But what I will say is this, that women today trying to date in accordance with the Bible or do that is like trying to use a French dictionary to study for a Spanish test. These men are not thinking that way. No, none of these dudes can tell you what any of these Bible verses say. They probably haven't cracked the Bible open since the last time they were trying to hit somebody that was deep in the church. So if women are, worried about being righteous and all that stuff, it sounds great. An idea. It's a novel idea, kudos to those women. But look at the results that it gets people. People are like, well, I'm just going to sit here and God is going to bring me a man. No, he is not. Like, if that was the case, y'all would all have men because you all pray for them. If your prayers are going to get answered, when you pray for a dude, the same dude you've been praying for 15 niggas, you haven't got him yet. Why? So that is crazy to me how, like, so many people, not you, man, specifically, but so many people push, like, well, just wait for God, do this and that. Because the cold part is, like, it's impossible to do anything without judging something. We all three of us go out to eat, we're going to judge the restaurant. We're going to judge traffic. We're going to, hell, get in my car, you might judge me, like, damn, this thing this kid's tear his car up. Like, we make judgments 4/7. And those judgments come in the form of observations. So when a guy, if I go somewhere and I look at, for example, lady with the 16 kids, I look at her, I'm already judging her because of her shoes. Or the girl with the stripper, like the stripper girl. One, you can't be confident and be a hoe. Like, you can't be not confident and be a hoe. That's crazy to me. That's like, remember on Players Club when Diamond started dancing the first time, she was nervous? Like, but she's been dancing for years. So she's supposed to be, on some Ronnie and Trick stuff now. That's what I would judge her for that. She got a face tattoo. Like, I can't take you. You can't go with me to pick my kids up from school with a face tattoo. Girl in the purple. I mean, shit. She's from Oakland or wherever she's from. So I just feel like she a gang member in a woman's body. And then I'm saying, bro, in the back, like, we judged him because of his response. Well, I'll take a girl with 4 kids. He just pandered because he wanted his old girl. It's in front of him. And notice, anytime he talked, her whole body language changed. Like,
I wanted to get to that part.
He
I didn't get there yet. But
like,
yes,
anytime he talks, every woman, you can just see their coochies drying up. Anytime he talks, and then he's leaning into him talking, or when he tries to touch her, like on the actual show, she like, ugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unhand me, like, type shit. So, and he's pandering so hard that, and it's crazy because he's pandering and none of that shit is working. You know how trash you got to be as a dude to pander to ugly women? To pander to undesirable women and it not work?
That's crazy. That's crazy. let me get to that. Let me get to that part though. Hold on, I'm gonna keep going.
And are aggressive when they're delivering what they're trying to say. Like, no, I wasn't disrespectful on the show, right? And maybe I could have delivered it a little bit softer, but
And
that's
then
not
James,
the route that I chose.
you wanted to say something,
Brother, the way you've
Hold
been
on
talking.
1 second. James is gonna go.
I wanted to say something about that. I understand both sides. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't care if a female has a starting lineup. You know what I mean? Like, I've dated girls that have multiple kids, you know, and I think that men think one of two ways. One is like, okay, you made horrible decisions. And then the other downfall could be, you know, these are extra mouths to feed or bills, you know. And for me, I love kids, you know, like I'm a kids person, so I don't mind dating a woman that has kids. So that's all I wanted to say is like.
Can I say something? Brian, I don't think your delivery was 100% wrong, but there is a difference between you as a type of man and there's another type of man. There's two different types of men. It's your preference, and it's a man that knows that he comes into this world to be a leader, protector, provider, who also knows that you're going to take care of a family as a whole. It doesn't matter if they're your kids or some. It takes a village to raise these kids. I didn't take any judgment, but if you prefer a woman with one kid or you want some more with more kids, that's on
fine.
you.
Mhm.
You're just not my person, and I'm not mad at you.
White School, I'm gonna let you get that. Go ahead and take that one. I saw your face when she was talking. When she said what she said, you got that one.
I'm sorry, I might be struggle streaming a little bit.
You break it up a little bit, but it's all right. We can hear you though.
You can, yeah, like it. He was being very direct. Like she's just trying to dilute him in his purpose. So there's like, okay, there's the dude that can't do, and then there's the dude that can. You can't say, oh, there's a guy that has the preferences, and then there's the guy that provides, that's gonna do and simp for you and do everything and lay everything at your feet. No, it's a either or. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you're not his preference, darling, you're not gonna get anything that he has to offer because you just don't qualify for his standards. But there is somebody like Mr. Hat back there that probably would do that for you. But that's not the guy you're attracted to.
She don't even check for bro. So she said she used the wrong word. She said can, like they will and won't. I mean the can and can't. It's actually there's two type will that won't. Like because what? She wouldn't want her son dating a woman like her. And if she was, she's a terrible mother. Or neither of those men would want their sons dating the women in her shoes. 45 with 4 kids, got pregnant at 16, and now your kid is grown, or however old she is. Like, it's so fake. It's and so disingenuous for these women to be like, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. But at the same time, saying, well, you know, I'm a good mom and I want what's best for my kids. If you pose that question to her, which I wish these hosts would do, these hosts are so softball. They don't ask tough questions. They just let shit slide unless it's a man getting attacked, and then they're gonna go for it. If she'd ask her like, "Hey, would you want your children? You had a son. Will you tell him to date a woman with 4 kids at 45 after he's spent his life building himself to be a desirable man to most women?" Would you want your son to date a woman like you? If they say yes, they all should have their children removed from their homes. Like that's how crazy that is to me. Because nobody wants. Would you want your this in the panel? Would you want your son dating a woman with 4 kids?
No, I don't want my son dating a woman with any kids
at all.
At all. Like build your own family.
Some men have to. Now I will say this, mind you, right?
I agree with that.
Before anybody says I hate single moms, I would never date a woman who didn't have kids at my age. But my age range is why I don't date women without children. Because by my time, if you haven't been married or had a child, I'm a risk-based thinker and something might be wrong. If I'm 40, single with no kids, and I can have my way with any woman I want, I assure you, I don't even acknowledge her existence. Like as far as on the dating market, she could be a great person though. I see her at the office. I'll talk to her, kick it with her, eat lunch. But like romantically, I wouldn't even sleep with her because she's fertile as fuck, obviously. So I wouldn't even want to risk that. So when people come on these shows and just start talking about these things, like she goes into a 30-minute soliloquy about why it's okay for him not to want it because she'll find a man that does. Where? Because your results prove that's not the case. You're 40 and single. Where are you gonna get the man from now?
Right. The thing that caught me with what she was saying more was along the lines of, almost like shaming a man, saying he should know what his purpose is. It's not a man's purpose to come in this world and be a provider for you and your children. It's a man's purpose to create his own family and build on that. But to say, oh, well, a real man, and I always say women use that as a shaming tactic for men. It's not good. We can't say what a real woman is. We have an idea of that. But most men, we know what a real man is. And a real man is something that stands on what he builds. So when they use this way of making men feel as if not dating a single mom is a problem, that's my problem. But I'm gonna continue. Hold on, I'm gonna continue with this. I just want to get to James Pye back there, simping.
And I'm not even mad at the world. And I don't give a fuck about anybody. If we can keep it G. I take care of my kids. They're well taken care of. I'm an independent woman. And I deserve a strong man who's ready to take care of a household. I'm not saying that that's not you or no other man in this world. Everybody got their own opinion. And I respect you 100%. It is what it is.
And let me, hold on, wait, hold on. And I respect that, I appreciate that, right? It's gonna be a special type of man that's gonna come in and take care of you and your unit. That's gonna take care of you and your unit, right? Because most men wanna start their own family, all right? You know what I'm saying? So why would we come in and be a stepdad when we know if you have 3 kids, then I'm gonna be the 4th? You're gonna look at me like the 4th, even if I'm taking care of the house. Right? Because they're not mine.
Because you're not a baby daddy or a husband. You're not going to be a baby
You're
daddy.
a household.
After the first man, those other 3 men thought they would have been husbands too, right? Till they realized who she was or whatever the situation is why it didn't work.
She don't even require a husband. Like, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Don't sit down, gorgeous. She's giving men the highest honor possible, which is a child, for free. Like, we need a host. Like, we need a host to tell these people, like, do you know how stupid you sound? Like, as soon as it happens, because then no one can react to it. And like, do you know how dumb you sound, lady?
Right.
A special kind of man who knows his purpose is to take care of single mothers and their bastards and their bastardized children. Like, what are we talking about? Like, that narrative has got to die. A man should be a protector and provider for his family. No argument there. Those kids' fathers aren't protectors and providers for the family they created. But you expect me to come in and do it? You, again, respectfully, you are nut-eared and squirrel shit. Like, what do we know?
Oh man, White School, what's your thoughts on that? You can hear us?
No, I think White School got just internet today.
She got just justified internet. There
I know that's a struggle streaming right there. But yeah, she's already talking to him like the 4th child already.
For real.
You know, she's already exhibiting that, and he called it out, and she's like, oh no, but you'll be a husband. But like, it's already a bad investment from the jump. And it's not a good thing. And these are the mindsets of the majority of modern women, of their independence. Okay, well, you basically should be kissing my feet if I'm providing for you and your children at this point, not a child, because you're already giving me pushback, what I prefer, what I am going to do, what I'm not going to do. Like, okay, so where's my masculinity at? You're trying to show your masculinity as a woman, which is not attractive. And so that's why guys usually just turn, or like Mr. Blockchain said, she wouldn't register on the radar.
Right.
I wish I would date a mom, and then she think that I'm not going to be the head of that house. Like, I'm not. I tell dudes like that ask me, I don't offer advice unless I'm asked. Ask a girl, if you're in a relationship, who comes first, her husband or her children? If she doesn't say her husband, walk the fuck away. Immediately. Especially when it's someone else's kids, because that means their father come before him too. And I give you the perfect example. If someone were to ever choose to date my son's and daughter's mother, it would be very difficult for him to be the man of that household. And it's not because of my romantic ties to her, it's because of my financial and my presence that I have in my children's lives. There are certain things he just won't be able to do. Like those children won't ever come to him and look at him as a father. He'll just be somebody that's their mama's boyfriend or fiance or husband.
Word.
So I understand that part, and that's part of why men shouldn't do it. Because it's not about the guys who are deadbeat and not there. That's one. It's one problem you can have. But then you come across a present father who's just not going for it. Like he's at every event. He's picking his kids up. He's in and out the house with the kids, dropping them off, picking up their stuff. Especially even when they successfully co-parents. Most dudes just not built for that. So you either damned if you do or damned if you don't. It's like you picking between diarrhea or being constipated, like our presidential candidate. Like it's there's nothing that you can do about it. So that whole idea, like a man should come in and help me take care of my 3 mistakes, that's crazy.
Right. I agree with all that. Let's keep going.
I understand that, but I'm not their real father, right? So I'm not their biological father, right? So, and things come with that, right? It comes with, you may feel like, I'm not raising your sons right.
Or you can't.
I'm a dad this right now. I had a baby daddy that told me in front of my child, I am not his daddy. I don't need a nigga like that. And I said nigga.
You don't want one.
I need a man who knows who's going to come into a whole house. He's going to take mine as his. He's going to take me as his partner. It's one, honey. When you find a wife, you find a good thing. I'm not living into society or social media. This show, and I appreciate you guys because this is real life.
Go ahead, wife school. You had something to say there. I want to hear it. I want to hear what you got to say with that one.
This is me. He's not going to come in and tell me what to wear because he is the 4th child. This girl is off the chain. And like the fact that you had multiple dads and the guy then, I know I froze. The guy didn't want to take accountability of your other children. Like you already set up your situation with your children in an unfair advantage. Right. You, mom. You're the problem, not the guys out here that you can't get. It's you.
She's forcing it, telling men straight up, like, hey, listen, look, you gonna take this or nothing. That man, as she said, she had a baby daddy, so that might have been the 4th baby daddy that was like, I'm not providing because those other kids are not mine. And you're actually mad at that man, and you're gonna say you don't need it. He doesn't need you. All he needs is his kid at that point.
So them kids need a father. So we will say that. That's what they do need. And she's had kids by 3 different men. So that's 2 dudes. 2 dudes that said, no, I'm not staying with you and these other kids. Like, and then another question that I like to push back with these types of women is, tell me about the men that you had children by, because that's your standard. Like, you know what I'm saying? You may aspire, in a dream world you want better, but the men that you have children by, that is your standard. That's what you should be looking for. So unless you had kids by, you know what I'm saying, a GMT or, a professor, you know what I'm saying, guys that got their stuff together, good upstanding brothers, like if the higher you go from your standard, the more you have to be willing to settle and accept. And it seems like a lot of women feel like they don't understand that to be the case. And a guy who was willing to take on 3 kids, no disrespect to him or the men who will do it, it's because they don't have a choice. They can't do better. And they just, okay, well, she's cute and she got 3 kids. So, I mean, at least she's fine. At least I'll get some in-house vagina, maybe a home cooked meal a week or something. And I just got to take care of her kids. So that's crazy.
Right. I gotta.
Well, I mean, then you start getting into that niche where the older women start going to the younger guys to trap them because they can't get the, men in their age range. That's where you start getting that as well.
Right. It's wild, and what she's talking is wild, and I agree with the both of y'all on this one. Real quick, I got a $20 super chat from my guy, Leon B. Money. He's in the building. says I'm ready to do a live and in-person GMT show with a live audience because I want to show people how it truly is to live in person. Up in person. I'll snag them drawers right out the audience just to prove a point for all to see. We got Chef C in the building. What is good, my God? Great having you on the show. What's your thoughts on the topic, family?
Hey man, salute to the gods, the goddess, GM. What's happening with you, man? This conversation here, this one is first and foremost, we got a lot of AARP types acting like they qualify for for the Happy Meal. Nah, you gotta. This shorty right here, particularly this blonde head John right here, she's just a little too masculine for a guy like C, man. This is the one that you do like the rest of the baby daddies. Just don't leave one in her. You pull out. You understand? So this type of time right here, I give zero respect to a female like this because I can't really take her seriously. And there's a reason why you're single on a particular platform like this because many other dudes saw the red flags.
Right. A lot of dudes saw the red flags, even the ones that put the babies in her and broke out. They saw the red flags. It's wild. And then here you are on the show asking to date another red flag. What's up, Blockchain?
You got 3 average niggas that didn't stick with you. You think I'm about to give you a chance? That's crazy.
That's wild.
The even more wild part about it, GM and Block and sister in here, the even more wild thing is that she thinks she can hold the new guy accountable for the bullshit she did in the past instead of checking herself. Like, sure, you got a lot of work you need to do before you think you can reverse guilt shame a nigga into cleaning up your mess.
Right.
You got like don't try to play the Houdini. Don't try to do no magical trick on my mind to get me out here. And then you got some of them cats in there that's ready to jump off the third floor with a cape on to save this chick. That's damage goods. Sometimes you gotta leave the damage where it is and don't pick it up for yourself. That's trash.
Right. I'm gonna agree with all of that. Let's keep going because I'm still. Oh, go ahead, wife school. You got it.
And this is where my good friend Carl on IG, I don't like the way he says it, but I'll refer to the one Hold to Husband podcast as he says that either mattress material or marriage material. And so clearly she has shown herself to be the mattress material.
That's what she put out there.
It's Halloween. She about to dress up as marriage material though.
about to throw in a wedding dress. Yeah, let's keep going.
You show me the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say too much more, but you know
If you guys were to get together, hypothetically speaking,
who?
Yeah, I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Just hypothetically, you and Brian.
You and Brian. If you and Brian were to get together, hypothetically speaking, can he put his hands on your children?
What? Put his hands on my children?
That's a real question.
Let's word that a little.
Well, we know what we're talking about. I mean, Brian, you understood what I was saying, correct?
Correct.
If your kids is acting up,
Yeah.
can he whoop your kids?
If
Like
they
he would whoop
need
his
it.
own son?
If they need it.
Uh,
I mean, let's be real.
You know
This
that's
ain't
a
about
lie.
that, but let's be
If
real.
you're gonna whoop somebody else's kids, you just got to be ready for that repercussion.
The afterword.
Exactly. What
You
comes
feel me?
after that? Because as a father, nobody's gonna whoop my kids.
Exactly.
But if
barely whoop
I
my
am the
kids.
step parent of somebody else's kids, I'm a whoop them.
But you're not
And
gonna
I
whoop 'em for
understand
nothing.
that's
I don't understand that. If you were the father of someone else's kids, if you were the father, right, you don't want nobody whooping your kids. But if you were someone's stepfather, you're gonna whoop their kids. But if it's what he just confused the crap out of me. Someone help me understand. What is he talking about?
I don't think that he realized how stupid it was that he was about to say, because again, you said I'll fight if somebody hit my kids, but I'm hitting yours. So just hypothetically, right? He get with a girl and just like, hey, I'm gonna whoop your kids, and he don't know that her daddy will kill him or unalive him. Like that's the stupid. Usually, women make the dumbest points on these shows, but he is competing. He is competing for the most delusional person on that show. Like,
yeah,
I wish you would. Like, again, I wish that you would. You know, you say you'll fight. That's cool. But if you put your hands on my child, I don't think that most men that have children would disagree that you're gonna have to see me.
You got to see me.
Like,
you got to see me.
Because you can't do that to the mom because she's the reason why he's in there. So you got to see me twice, technically. One, because I can't do nothing to her, and then two, because of what you did. And then, like, I don't even really believe he's cut from that. I think he's just pandering, trying to get some like last minute while I'm in town coochie. He'd be better just paying. He'd be better just getting $200 and going about his business.
He got to know what he's saying sounds crazy. Wife School, what you think about that?
Well, that's a tough pickle right there. You know, I do think if the child needs a father, like you said, well, if there's a deadbeat situation, no father's present, maybe, you know, that dad's correction, I mean, maybe it not be so intense in whipping away, but children need correction, point blank. But you know, if the children have like their active father going into that situation, that man should know, or I don't know how they'll discuss that, but that the father disciplinarian and things like that. But I think that if the stepfather's there in real time, he can speak to the child. He doesn't have to lay hands and things like that. You can speak with authority and say, hey, or you can be restrictive, or we're not doing this, or everybody's putting away the games right now, or go clean up your room. You can always enact those types of, you know, punishments or rules. But that's a slippery slope, you know, but the stepfather should have some say. Maybe he doesn't have to lay hands, but he definitely should be able to correct verbally.
I'm going to prison.
To me.
And I am going to prison. I'm not going to contest it, because if a man puts his hands on my children, I am going to, like, you're going to have to throw me under the jail. But that's a conversation that I will have with him up front. So it's not like it's a surprise. Like, he don't understand why I just, you know, drove a 18-wheeler up his, whatever. Like,
Rand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We got to make it a family show.
Like, my favorite movie is Law Abiding Citizen, and I'm telling you, like, I'm going to jail if you hit my child like that.
No, I'm with you. I'm not gonna have it either. This is why I don't agree with, you know, stepfathers coming in their life and say like, yo, listen, I should step in as the dad and have that disciplinary act. But at the same time, what do you do when these kids are out of control? Our kids have fathers, right? So in our cases, right? Let's say we did have a baby mother who was outside dating. We are still in those kids' lives heavy. So yeah, you touch my kid, it's a wrap. But some of these kids are out of control.
I guarantee you, them with their kids. I guarantee
they don't have fathers, or whatever situation it is.
Those women discipline their children by talking to them like the men that left them. Like when they get in arguments, like you act just like you know what I'm saying? Like they cuss them out, they talk to them crazy, because they're already son husbands a lot of the time. So they talk to them the same way they would talk to the men. I'm saying their fathers if they were able to. Because I willing to bet you that all those women's children are bigger than them. All of them. So you go into a house with a 6'2" teenager, you know what I'm saying, a 5'9" teenager, and you know, a 6'6" teenager, because they got 3 different dads, right? And now you got to go in there and think that you're gonna be the man of that house, and there's 3 other kids going through, you know, puberty, smelling themselves, playing sports. You're gonna try and challenge. You got to beat the kids up too.
Yo, I remember I told you one time I dated this girl. She had 3 kids. I don't know. I don't even remember how much baby daddy she had, but either way, I was wilding. But you know, I wasn't trying to really take it serious like that. But I remember I was laying in the bed, and this kid every morning he would wake up and slap me in my face while I was sleeping. That was like the alarm clock. Bop, wake up. It was like I wanted to tear that kid up so bad. Just because it's like, yo, you're not doing nothing to your child. You're not talking to him. You're not telling him to stop. You're not disciplining this child in no way. But here I am. I can't do it because I don't feel like it's my place to do it. So I had to get up out that situation. You know, it's like White School said, it's a slippery slope.
No, you can't hit
What
the
you think
I mean,
about that, Shep?
how come we could do it back in the past, in the 70s and the 80s and the 50s, and we're so scared to do it now? Is it because we got dads that are gonna come and kill the other guy? You know what I'm saying? Not kill, but hurt the other guy. Like, so what is it like? Is it a village because your situation didn't work out, or like, or do you trust this guy, or like what is it? Do you respect the guy enough that he would raise the kids right, or like what's going on, or why can't you guys just go back and just be with each other? That's the ideal situation if you don't really want nobody touching your kids. So what is it? Why do we have our family so broken up?
Well, I would say, I mean, people are not choosing the right people to be with, right? They're not even vetting people out. So that's the whole point of that. But then the other part of the Discipline Act, right, where it takes the village. Yeah, like I'm not coming to nobody's house slapping their kids because he slapped me. I'm just gonna break out. I'm just not gonna deal with the mama no more. Right? It's because one, violence has to happen at that point. I know if I touch your kids, daddy's gonna come in, and one of us are either gonna be in jail or in the ground. One of the two. Then the other part to that is now these kids are calling the cops on you. The mom calls the cops on you. What if I touch their kid and you just don't like it? And you're like, yo, that's not my place. Now I land in jail. They weaponize the police on men every day. Chef C, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, peace to everybody with this. But you know, this is why it's becoming increasingly dangerous for the stepdad, the aspiring stepdad, because again, you know, either way you could deal with a crazy ass child. I mean, well, you could deal with a crazy child, or you could deal with the crazy baby father. And then there's a reason why everybody loony. So 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find out that the baby mom is a nutbag. So now you're dealing with extra situations where
I know I raised my
it's
hand.
it's not really safe for a stepdad to step in. I know, you know, like I said, I've had several times where I was going to try to step in and be somebody's stepdad, but over the time, I realized that one, if I got to do that, the father can't be on this planet no more. Keep it a buck with you. He's got to be gone. Or in the great, I got to move at least 10, 12 hours away from that baby father. You know, and I got to be able to run my house like it's my house. I can't be held hostage in my own stuff. So that becomes the burden when you try to step in and do the right thing. Because at some point, you're gonna have to listen, little kids don't listen to nobody telling them go take a time out. Since when? You can't put a little dude in the corner for and then if you taking video games for these little dudes and little girls, not man, get out of here. You gonna have to get back to that old school way had a lot of people right. Let's keep it a buck. That
Right.
that old school way of I'm gonna light you up brighter than the Christmas tree. I come from that. You see what I'm saying? So it's either getting down or laying down because at some point, all that talking to that particular boy, especially little men, they gonna try you, and you the stepdad now, and you went all these years not putting no hands on little dude. How you then raise up and tell and try to command some respect in your home when he know you to be the guy that tells him to go take a time out? It don't work like that. I land.
It don't work. No, you're right. You're right. I agree with that. I agree with that.
You see the comment from bro talking about
Even sometimes it's not a disciplinary situation.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead, White School. White School, you there?
Yeah. Am I there?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I'm ghetto. Oh, I apologize.
Nah, it's
Hopefully
all
have a
good.
good
It's
show
all
after
good.
this.
Nah, it's all good.
I mean, sometimes it's not even disciplinary situation. I mean, let's look at what happened on IG this summer. The stepdad just took the boy to the barbershop and it was a problem. So what really is going on? So come on. I don't get it. So I don't know. I mean, the poor man just took the boy to the barbershop and the dad rolled up on him in his face. Like, so that was pretty intense. And like Mr. Chef C said, I mean, that is unsafe. You're like, wow, I'm just trying to be here and do the right thing. And he needs a haircut, probably you were running behind, but now you're in my face and my life is in danger. Like, this is tough. It's a tough situation.
Right.
And so is it the same if you married another woman and you had children? Would you allow that stepmom to do anything or disciplinary for those children as well, or no?
In most roles, when a woman comes into a man's house, she's not required to do any of that. Unless you date one of these dudes who, like I'm saying, Big Papa Panda back here. Like, no woman is coming into a household to be a disciplinarian. You come in, you get to add the nurturing part. That's like the huge difference when it becomes a woman coming into a man's home with children as compared to a man. Like, what your expectations are. For example, right? I meet you, we hit it off, we're engaged. You come in the house, you meet my children. I don't expect you to come in there and be any sort of disciplinary. Just an example. I get to show my kids what it looks like for a black man to love a black woman. That's like, you help me set examples. Or like when my daughter has questions about girl stuff and her mom's not around, you get to be, a supplementary role there. Or obviously you see my daughter when she's running. I'm the vacuum ponytail guy. I don't know how to do hair. You can help me there. Like, I don't expect you to come in and do anything outside of stuff like that. But now flip the script though. I come into your home with your children. I'm supposed to accept the standard of what a man looks like for them. I'm also supposed to instill law and order in the home. I'm also supposed to set a standard for how they treat you or how they treat women by the way how I treat you. So what's expected of us is significantly higher inside there. And then we have this question about, I'm not a corporal punishment person. I got my ass beat, 2 or 3 times a week as a kid, but I was bad as hell, so I deserved it. But I don't spank my children because I have a presence where I don't have to do that. The way I carry myself, like I'm my children's heroes, thank God. I just got to talk to them. They cry when I raise my voice, so I'm cool now. But with your children, that may not work. So I may have to be more aggressive with them to do it. I mean, whooping a child should be the last resort. I don't think that a lot of the time. And then a lot of parents whoop, or they say spare the rod, spoil the child. That doesn't have shit to do with kids. It means like a shepherd uses a rod to guide his flock. That's what that means. He uses that rod to guide his flock and to attack people that harm him. So I'm not going to not guide your children the way that I see fit, which wouldn't be spanking them. But what Brady is talking about is like, he says he whoops kids. That's crazy. Because now he comes to your household and he wants to whoop your kids and you don't think he needs to whoop, or like the masculine tall lady doesn't think they need to be whooped. She's not gonna let him whoop them kids because again, he's the 4th child.
Right.
Like, he just get a piece of coochie every now and then so she can make sure her bills stay paid.
Right. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. We're supposed to emulate a structure in the home. Even if you said something, sorry, Mr. Blockchain, even if that man says something, I have to back him up and stand on that. I can't be like causing this division, like things like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to the detriment of like the whipping is the last, but if he says there's no Xbox for a whole week, well, that's what Clark said. No Xbox for the whole week. All right. So that still gives him his place and his respect together as a team. Right.
Oh, that's real. That's real. I listen. To me, everyone had a point. I love the perspective. Thank you so much, White School, for joining. I'm going to end the show because I know Blockchain got to run. He got something he got to do. But this is my first time working with you, and I don't want it to be our last. So we got to continue and keep this going. Thank you so much. It was great hearing your perspective. Chef C, thank you so much, brother, for joining the show. This is my first time working with him as well. So, and he sound like he from where I am. You from New York, Chef C?
Oh yeah, we up top. We up top. That lingo, how I get busy. We up top.
I know you. What borough you from?
No, I'm actually in Jersey, but my company is in New York. It's in Brooklyn. I'm down the street from the Barclays.
Oh, so you right there. You right there. I'm a Queens boy, but it's a pleasure meeting you, man, and real good working with you on this one. And my guy Blockchain as usual. I wanted to also thank everyone who became a channel member today. Thank you so much. Wife School, you became a channel member as well. Blockchain became a channel member today. So many people, Jesus Christ. I was not expecting this. I said, yo, man, today's probably gonna be a horrible day after my glass broke, and you guys made my day. And I just want to thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart for supporting the channel, supporting the show, and being a major part of this. I'm gonna let y'all run because I gotta go do some things as well. But from my heart of hearts, thank you. Thank you so much for joining the show. And thank you everyone in the chat for staying active. Stay tuned. We got more for you. What's our next show? We got Grown Men Talking Open Conversation coming up. That will be on Sunday. On top of that, we also have new panelists for that show. Then we have our Tuesday Grown Women Talking at 9 p.m. So stay tuned for that as well. Plus, we got Meet to Marry, which we are actually scripting out right now. It is going to be an in-person live dating show in Charlotte. All thanks to everyone that's going to be a major part of it, because I'm all about getting families back together, keeping people married, and getting people to stay married. So, with that being said, I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Is there something I can do?